got problems. Boom, she got problems.
I mean, I got 411 problems.
He got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a new mini story time. In a vlog. I'm interrupting your vlog for this story time. Because let me explain. Because I know that look kind of crazy. And I keep telling people my life is a movie. And if I don't record that stuff, you won't believe me. You won't believe this stuff is happening unless somebody was there. I keep telling y'all, like even the story time and secret vacay, I would have never believed that stuff. Thank God Busy Bee was there with me. And I have proof. She saw that ish for herself. Me telling the story, like telling it to somebody else, I'll be like, ain't no way. Ain't no. Picture, Sicily, 1952. I'm minding my business and my business is minding me. Mind y'all, okay, so the neighbor to my, the neighbor in my cursed room, facing it, no, not facing it, facing my door, the neighbor to my left. The neighbor to my left in the cursed room, the room where enemy of my enemy was in, the room where she caught him cheating was in, that room. That room, I believe, is cursed. That room is cursed. Something got a hold of that room. Okay, so the neighbor had moved. He had moved in there. Quiet dude. He don't really say nothing. I don't really got no issues with him. Most of the time, I don't even know when dude there, to be totally honest. Now, his homeboy come in and out of that room more than he do, to be totally honest. I see the homeboy more than I see him. Right? Right. Okay. So, on the other side of me has been empty for a while. It used to be an interracial couple, but that... yeah, in a vlog, it was one of them vlogs, I don't know which vlogs it was, and I was saying, like, you know, white women, how y'all be bragging, like, oh, I got a black man, or I got a black husband. This specific neighbor, she cared every time she saw me, excuse me, she would be like, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, I can't get my hair like that, oh, I want to do my daughter's hair like that, you know, my husband's family is black, my husband is black, my husband's from Africa, my husband's black, my husband, like, she kept saying it every time she see me, and it's like, girl, that don't bother me. And lo and behold, like, there was a little incident, there was a situation, and that same one you was bragging on, you had went and told them people that he was knocking you upside your head because I got questioned about the little incident that you reported because I'm your neighbor. And I told y'all in story times, like, they question when you go to the office, like, they call you, or when you show up to renew your keys, they ask questions. They ask questions because the police come to them. Yeah. So, so you was doing all that bragging, and I was like, sweetheart, you getting the same man. Whether he was with a black girl, Indian girl, Pakistani, Palestinian, Latina, you getting the same man. So when you be trying to brag and boast and all that stuff, you're getting the same man. Anyway, that room was empty, and I was pretty much enjoying it because I ain't had to hear her daughter. I ain't had to hear her scream. I ain't had to hear her daughter. I ain't had to feel her daughter kick the bed, because there was times where I would turn around and kick the bed back, and then she'd be like, "Oh my God, no! Don't kick the wall anymore." Yeah, you knew she was kicking the wall. Anyway, yeah, I ain't had to feel. It was quiet. It was cool. It was chill. But then maintenance moved over there. I ain't tripping. He alright. I ain't got no problems with him. He ain't got problems with me. He's still kind of quiet. Sometimes he'll play his music. Not a big deal. Not. I ain't tripping. So now I got neighbors. Right. Alright. So when the fire alarm went off, remember, if you go watch that vlog, I was like, because you hear a young lady talking, because I was like, oh, I thought he moved out. Remember, in the vlog, if you go watch that vlog, yeah, if you go watch this vlog, I was like, dang, I thought he moved out. And you can hear him in the background saying, hey, get back in there, because she came out. And when she came out, I was like, she drunk. Like, drunk. Like, real drunk. Right? Okay. All of a sudden, out of the blue, when I tell y'all, when she pulled up, she wasn't sneaking. She wasn't coming in like, surprise, surprise. No, she was blowing the horn. I'm like, now mind you, his homeboy during the week, whoever he ride to work with, come and blow the horn. Like they blow. People coming to blow horns like they pulling up in somebody's front yard, to be totally honest. But they come blow the horn. Basically, like, come outside if you want to go to work, because I'm not coming up there to knock on your door. Even though it's like, why you just can't call them or text them and be like, hey, I'm outside. They come blow the horn. She was blowing the horn. Like, when I say blowing the horn multiple times, that was my first, like, pay attention. So I'm paying attention. I was like, who is blowing the horn like that? Then so once she got to, like, you can hear her talking, because whoever brought her was telling her, like, man, just leave it alone. So she had a friend that was telling her, like, leave it alone, leave it be, like, let it go, literally. Even though you brought her over here. Even though you brought her over here to show up, to show out, to pop up, you still telling her, like, leave it alone, let it be. Like, girl, come on. Like, I can literally hear that person saying that, right? You can hear her talking from the parking lot. You can hear her walking up the stairs. Well, I can. Anyway, you can hear her coming, walking up the stairs, right? Talking. Oh, you got me. Oh, what's up? You got me. Y'all can't really hear that because, of course, like, the microphone don't work that far. I can hear it, though, because it's outside. So that's what, so when I'm hearing her talking, and she did the, on the door, I was like, oh. Put that camera on. Crazy part is, y'all, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and close y'all out because I don't have nothing. Y'all know I don't force content, and it's a weekly vlog. So I was like, I should hold it for 2 weeks, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I need to get back on schedule, so to speak, and do weekly vlogs, because I don't want to keep giving y'all the same thing, but I need to get back on weekly vlogs type situation. And I was like, so, because usually my weekly vlogs, what I used to do, Friday to Friday for y'all, I think it was Friday to Friday, something like that. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I need to get back on my ish, with weekly vlog, and I'm just gonna go ahead and close it out because of the video here that surprised when I looked out the window, right? So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and close them out because I don't really have nothing. I don't have nothing planned for the weekend. I don't really have nothing else. I don't force content. I'm gonna go ahead and close them out. But when she pulled up, and it was like, oh, girl, thank you for the content. Put the phone by the door. Open up the door. Open up the door. There is one, I don't know why I didn't record it, but she had left and came back. It was another instance that I thought I was recording. Maybe I wasn't. Well, I definitely wasn't, because it's not in my phone. And she was like, open up the door, and then he was like, who is it? And she was like, the police. In that clip. And then maybe that was after. Yeah, that was after, because I remember she was banging on the door. Y'all see that part. But I don't know why I didn't get the part when she was like, where your homeboy at? Maybe she was too far from the mic. And I cut that out. I probably did. Because she went to my neighbor on the other side. Because they kind of cool. And so she was like, where your homeboy at? Where your homeboy at? And so he was like, I don't know. Because she was like, I'm sorry, bro. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think he had company. And because she was like, oh, my bad. I'm sorry, bro. But I'm looking for your boy. Where your boy at? And so he was like, oh, I don't know where he at. And you could tell he was kind of frustrated, which I get. Because he was like, you come knocking on my door, girl. I got company. Like, girl, what you doing? Like, this look weird. This looked weird. It was. It looked very weird. So he was like, she was like, oh, all right. So then she came back, and that's when she went and knocked on the door again, but she kept calling, and he finally answered. And that's when he was like, man, I was over here in the smoking section, because we have a section just for smokers, because you're not supposed to smoke in your room, even though neighbors do it. And then they turn on their fan thinking, oh, that's gonna clear out the smell, and just push it to my room, who smoke around me, and my asthma nose be burning and ish. Anyway, so yeah, so he was like, I was in the smoking section. I think you hear that part. If you can kind of hear it, kind of work it out. Because some of the things, like when they are away from the mic, it's kind of hard to hear. So I'm kind of trying to fill in the spaces for y'all. So she had came like 3 or 4 times. She would come, bam on the door, they'd argue a good little minute, leave. She came one time, bam on the door, left the dog, left, came back for the dog. So the very last time, which is what I'm going to explain, was she was talking about, you got a long distance number. Where is she? Where the girl at? Cause you not messing with me. You not calling me. You not hitting me up. Cause remember I told y'all, like, there's the same girl doing the fire alarm that I saw her. So it was like, for me outside looking in, it was like, oh, okay, this your old lady, or this somebody like you kick it with or whatever, right? Cause I remember her voice, and then he had said her name. So, and I remember the name too. So I was like, I'm thinking, that's the issue. So it was like, where the girl at? Like, you ain't called me in a long time. You ain't here. Where the girl at? Where she at? Where she at? Which your voice, it went up an octave. It elevated. And I was like, oh. He was like, man, get out of here. I ain't got time, because they've been arguing for a good little minute. Because at this point in time, I think this is like her 4th or 5th time coming back. So he was like, man, get out of here. I ain't got time for that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So they finally get out of the unit, and they arguing out of the unit, right? And when they arguing out of the unit, I don't know, I might need to make this own story time. We should get it. When they arguing out of the unit is when he was like, get out of here, get her. She was like, no, where she at? Where she at? It was like a flip. And that's when she had walked past. And when she had walked past, now, mind you, I noticed when editing, she had the very first time, she was like, where you at? What room number you in? And when she did that, she stood in front of my door and saying it, right?
Hey, man, where you at? What room, bitch? What room you in? Give me the room number.
Right? Because I keep my little window, like this little part, open so you can see me. You can see me. I ain't never talked to the man like that. Like, we see each other and it's like, hey, how you doing? Like, pass. But I don't even know this man's name. It's never been no more than that. No more than, hey, how you doing? Me on my way to work, or me going downstairs type situation is in passing. Because I barely see the man. I see his homeboy more than I see him. So I caught that like while editing, and I was like, so you was standing at my door, saying, what room number you in? What room number you in, man? Where you at? Where you at? You called me over here to come take you to get a haircut. Where you at? I was like, so after she had walked past this very last argument, she had walked past the room. She had walked past my unit, and then he was like, man, get out of here. And she went to my neighbor on my right, and then she turned around, and when she turned around, she was like, on my door. He was like, man, that's them folks' door, man. What you doing? Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. She was like, I'm going to find her. I'm going to find her. Wait, get out of here. Please, I'm going to find her. I'm going to find her. Where she at? I know she in here. Baby, who in here? Who in here? Who in here? I'm hiding a girl in my unit for him. So she left. So I waited because at first I wasn't gonna say nothing, but then I was like, this helper just shook your goddamn door. Find out what's going on. Cause that was the second time she had stood in front of my door. First of all, I didn't even realize like it was the second time, cause I didn't realize it until editing. So it's like, that's the second time this lady done stood in front of your door. So she assuming, I guess, like something going on. Cause you know how y'all do. You see a pretty girl, see a cute girl with a cute face. She got breasts, she got a slim waist, she got a... Don't mind me. The first thing y'all think about is, girl, you want my man? No, your man want me.
Sis, this is gay.
Anyway, he don't. Anyway, so I was like, I might have to cut this out. I'ma see. I'ma line it up and see. Anyway, so that's when you hear me walk outside and say, man, what you got going on? And I wasn't approaching him in a bad way, like, with an attitude or whatever, because I done seen some things. I got homeboys. I got more homeboys than I have homegirls. And I done seen some things. I done seen some things. I done trying to warn them about some things. Whether they listen to me, that's their business, because they grown ass men. But I done seen some things. So I was like, man, what you got going on? Hey, you got to lay off that thing. You got to pull back some, because you beating that thing up too much, buddy, because why she pulling on my door? And that's when he was like, no. And I could tell, like, you had a couple of drinks. Or maybe, a little substance to kind of deal with your nerves, because he was talking actually to one of the old maintenance guys who ride around now in the parking lot on a moped. I don't know for the life of me why he do that. He ride around in a circle now. On a moped. He look like Santa Claus on a moped. He's gotten bigger. Anyway. So, and his moped is red. I don't know why he ride around in the parking lot over and over. When I tell you, like, he ride around in the circle over and over, he ride around in the circle over and over at night. I think maybe one of his little ladies stay there. I don't know. Anyway, so I was like, what you got going on? And so he was like, no, I apologize. I'm sorry about that. Like, let me at least buy you lunch or whatever. He was like, she not coming back no more. I promise she not coming back no more. Which he did say, hey, man, don't come back over here. Don't come back over here no more. Please do not come back over here no more. Even before then, like, the first thing I had heard him say, I don't know if y'all can hear it or I don't know if I cut it out. He was like, man, you got the apartment. I'm over here. Leave me alone. Like, I told y'all, I pay attention to people talk. I pay attention. And so it's like, I was like, dang, like are y'all together or not? Right? And so he was like, whatever I need to do to apologize, like, I'll buy you lunch or whatever. And I literally said, nah, you good. I was like, I just wanted to find out, like, what was going on. Because, like, what, she pulling on everybody, though? Which she did not. She just pulled on mine. She did not pull on nobody else's door. She didn't touch nobody else's door except my next door neighbor. But she didn't go to his door crazy. She knocked on his door, like, like a normal person. She was banging on his door, but when she went to my other neighbor on my right door, she knocked like a normal person. So you know exactly what you was doing. But my door, you shook that. You was shaking the table.
It's not a good day. Okay? Now back to the shaking the table.
You shook that bit. So I was like, okay, all right. I was like, all right, well, you know, like handle that. And so he was like, no, she's the reason why, like, men like us stay single. So he was including Santa Claus on the moped. He was like, men like us stay single. She's the reason why, like, men like us stay single. This story is gonna be separate because it's 25 minutes. Yeah. Like, men like us stay separate. And I said, no, stay single. He was like, men like us stay single. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I respect that. I feel that. He was like, yeah, like, he was like, I apologize. Like, I'm gonna give you $20 or something like that. And I was like, oh yeah, you good. And I went back in my unit. I just wanted to know what was going on. Well, I did. I went back in my unit, but then I have new neighbors upstairs who have a toddler. I don't know why, for the life of me, people who have toddlers want to be upstairs, and your toddler, we can hear everything. We can hear everything. Your toddler running, jumping, doing whatever. And so it's like, yeah, no, I'm not waiting. I went downstairs to say I got new neighbors. Unfortunately, I hate that because my previous neighbor was a dude and he was quiet. Barely heard anything. The only time I heard things up there was when they was cleaning his unit and they was moving the chairs around. Other than that, if he may flush the toilet here and there, I may hear if I was in the bathroom. Other than that, I ain't hear him. Beautiful. Perfect. Chef's kiss. Now there's new people who riding around in the U-Haul, and I'm hoping that they just only staying for these 2 days and they're not using the U-Haul as a truck, like as a vehicle. But I mean, I understand you gotta do what you gotta do in this economy. It's crazy, but at this point in time, I'm hoping you have plans to be gone tomorrow. So I went downstairs to say, hey, just, you know, let them know, because they new here. I was like, I have new neighbors. And so she was like, yeah. And then you kind of, you know, like try to pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about. And I was like, they got a kid? And so she was like, oh, yeah, I think they got like a 2-3-year-old. Now, there is something in my notes the previous manager put in that I work at night. So she was like, I try not to put, you know, I leave a note in there so the other managers know not to put a kid over you. It was always her. It's always this manager that always put kids over me. It was the last one, the one who's jumping and stumping and whatever. She put them over me. It's like, girl, I'm trying. Quit playing with me. So I went down there and I was like, yeah, can you just give them a friendly, reminder? Because maybe, when people walk in, you don't realize, like, how thin the walls are, how thin the floors are. Like, it's not really that much in between us where I can hear your every move. Just like I have to be respectful of my neighbor below me. Girl, like, why you not going on the first floor anyway so your toddler can run, jump, and skip? So anyway, I was like, just give them a friendly reminder, like their floor is my ceiling, so I can hear everything that they do. So she was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll give them a call. Because I had called from my unit, but she acted like she couldn't hear me over the phone. So I went down there. Came back up and was chilling, minding my business. My business is minding me. And he knocked on the door. So I thought he was playing. Like, literally, I had already said, like, you good. I said it twice. I wasn't even tripping about the money or nothing like that. It was just like, I just want to know why she only pulled on my door. She didn't pull on nobody else though. Why she pull on my door? Like, what happened? And I don't even talk to the man. It's like, really, this is the most me and him ever had a conversation besides, hey, how you doing? So he knocked on the door and I opened it and he was like, nah, man, like, I appreciate you. And he was like, I apologize. I appreciate you, because truth be told, like, I could go downstairs and be like, I don't feel safe, etc., etc. This is what happened. This is what went down. Even though there's cameras, I can say XYZ and have you leave. Lo and behold, mind you, she did the same thing and he was on the other side. I think he had said that. I think y'all heard that. He was like, I was on the other side and she came and did the same thing. So I had to move, which is how he moved next to me. Because he was the first person. No, it was another family in there before he moved in. Yeah, so he was like, she did the same thing on the other side, and I had to move. So he was like, man, I apologize, like, for real talk, I apologize. Like, you know, here you go, get you some lunch or something, whatever you want to do with it. Like, I apologize, I'm sorry. And I was like, bro, like, maybe you need to stay single for a good minute. He was like, I've been single for 2 years. Now, while he was down there with Santa Claus on the moped, he had said, he was like, she left, or maybe, no, it wasn't. He had said during this time when he was, like, giving me, like, the thank you money or whatever. He was like, he had been single for 2 years. He was like, she left me for a woman, so I don't even understand what's the issue. I said, well, damn. He was like, yeah, I've been single for 2 years. I said, so y'all broke up 2 years ago? He was like, yeah. He was like, no, for real, I'm sorry, I apologize. And I was like, yeah, no problem. Just be careful or whatever. And that was the end of it. And then y'all see me come in and be like, y'all. Because you broke up with her 2 years ago. Now, mind you, here's the thing. Here's the outside looking in and devil's advocate. You dipped back in the pool. You kind of like messed with, you spit the block. Because she was, as I stated, she was there, the fire alarm, which was last month sometime. She was there. She came out of the room drunk. Because I was like, damn, she drunk. But you can hear her talking. You can hear her saying in that vlog, I just want to know what's going on. And he was telling her, like, go back in the room. Because he had came out. He was like, man, what's going on? And she came out of the room. And I was like, dang, she drunk. I didn't say it out of my mouth. I put it in my, like, I let the text, like, y'all let the text pop up. And I was like, she's really drunk. So it's the same girl. And so you dip my little assumption, you dip back in the pool because there's always somebody you still want to like you still cool with. I don't know how long they been together. It had to be a long time because when she bought the dog, she was like, go to your daddy, go to your daddy. It's not funny. And so you can tell, like, he loved the dog or whatever because he was like, oh, she cute because she had on some kind of dress or whatever. Because she was like, look what mama did. Look how you see her little dress. She look cute. And when you left her, you spit the block, turned right back around and came and got the dog because you can hear the dog barking in the room. She left and then came back and got the dog. Like, give me my dog. Give me my dog. Boy, y'all dudes be going through it. But you can tell like you was just trying to find anything. Now, mind you, she said you called me over here to take you to get a haircut. Now, if he called you over there to take him to get a haircut, why you so mad? Like, what you mad at? I don't understand. Because he wasn't in the room when you knocked or whatever. And so she was like, I'm calling you, not answering the phone. He was like, man, my phone on silent. I was right there in the smoking section, which is on the opposite side of the building. Like, they have just literally a section for smokers. They actually have two. They have one in the front, but it's down on the way on the other end, and then they have one in the back. And most of the people hang at the one in the back. Because that was the original one. And that's where Ty used to hang out too, especially when he used to smoke cigarettes. I don't think he smoked cigarettes no more. But yeah. And so I was like, dang, 2 years. He was like, 2 years, she left me for a woman. She cheated on me and left me for a woman. But he was like, she don't want to give me no peace. She don't want to give me no peace. Dudes, listen. I don't know why, and I know y'all may be like, girl, you a police ass bitch. I am, cause baby, I got too much to lose. You not about, one thing's for certain and two things for sure, baby. You not about to disturb my peace. You not. Now, if that ghetto come out and you trying to fight, baby, I'm gonna pull you in my room and I'm gonna pull you in my unit and wear your ass out, and then put you back out and be like, she trying. Listen, cause I promise you, I don't know if I edited it out, cause I jumped up. And something was like, chill out. Because I jumped up to go open the door. But something was like, chill out. Because he's like, why the hell you pulling on my shit? Anyway. So, yeah. This is going to be a story time by itself. That's 30 minutes. Ain't no way. Yeah. So, anyway. Anyway, I don't even know. Yeah. She was looking for me. She was looking for me. She was looking for me because you had looked in my window quite a few times when you passed out. And I'm sitting in there chilling. I know she like, oh, you stand next door to him. I know he talking to you. I know he messing with you because you know how some of y'all think. Y'all really think like females just cannot turn down, like it's a no for me. Baby, I don't need. I do not need. I can turn down a dude. I turn down dudes all the time, consistently, constantly. They will tell you. They be like, yeah, can I please? Nah. We good. Yeah, girl, I want it. To me, your man not cute. To me. He may be cool people. He seem like he cool people. He not cute. To me. He not my type. So yeah. So literally that's hold on. Okay. So yeah. So anyway, she was looking for me. It's just like it didn't make sense, and like I didn't catch it until like when I was editing, like when she was like, what room number you in, bro? Just tell me the room you in. And she was standing in front of my door. His door is way over here. It's like, girl, why are you standing in front of my door? And then when she pulled on my door, when I tell y'all like the way she, like you can hear it, she, and I'm like, girl. You ain't never seen me all the times that she's come over there, she snuck over there or whatever they had going on. You ain't never seen me talk to that man. And maybe I guess that's the issue, because because it's a long distance number. Where she at? And you ain't. It's funny to me because here's the thing for me. When you do all of that for a dude, 9 times out of 10, even if he, like, we don't have nothing going on, but let's just say, like, if I was hiding somebody in my unit for him, or if me and him had something going on and you felt the way, number one, you cheated on him. You left 2 years ago. So why you still messing with this man? When you left 2 years ago. But truth be told, like, ma'am, it don't matter what you do. If he want to mess with her, he gonna make time. If he want to fuck with her, he gonna make time. Baby, I have been a side chick knowingly and unknowingly. He gonna make time. If he want to see her, he gonna make time. It don't matter. It does not matter what you do. He gonna make time. He gonna find a way. If he want to, he will. I promise you. He gonna find a way. So it don't matter. You acting a fool. You doing, I'll beat her. You can beat her up, or you can be like Mariah the Scientist. You can roll up on the side chick and get beat up. You can roll up on the side chick and get beat up. You get beat up and she funny. It ain't funny, but listen, you can beat her down, or you can get beat up. Either way, if he want to, he's still gonna mess with her. He gonna wait a while after he don't apologize to you. He gonna wait a while and hit her up and be like, "Listen, this is what it is. It ain't even like that," etc., because he wanna fuck with her too. I keep telling y'all, you just might as well be girlfriend-in-law. I said that to somebody too. Because how quit playing with me? Your issue is not with me. Your issue is with your man. He's the one who said he was going to be faithful to you. Not me. I don't even know you. I don't care nothing about you, actually. Real talk. Now the ones who y'all be friends with the girl and then be backdooring, that's nasty. I don't know you. I don't care nothing about your feelings. Y'all be like, oh, you're not a girl's girl. You not a girl's girl. Y'all really don't be caring about girls. Quit lying. Quit lying. Because if the opportunity presents itself to better, y'all would do it. I've seen it happen every time. Every time. From the, I'm a girl's girl. Yeah. Backdoor. Stab. Hooker. Seen it happen. Every time. Every time. Which is why I don't even... I stay away from y'all because y'all, whoo, yeah. There's some story times I'm just gonna keep to myself. And people be like, why you be by yourself? Baby. And then this attitude. Thank God for growth. Anyway. Yeah, so that's story time. She was looking for me. And I don't even know why. Girl, you cheated. You cheated. You cheated on the man. According to him. And left him alone 2 years ago. Well, I don't even think y'all left each other alone. I think y'all have been dipping back and forth because, like I said, the girl was there and I pay attention. So y'all been dipping back and forth and playing and dipping and putting your little toe and getting a little pickle tickle here and there. You know, and it be like that. Sometimes, like, you really just want to be cool with a person. Like, they really cool people. Like, y'all really have a bond. Y'all really have, like, a friendship type situation. You really want to rock with that person. But I think this was the final straw for him. I don't know why y'all dudes don't be calling the police to get a paper trail like they will on y'all. Oh, come get her. Come get her. I be telling my homeboys that all the time. You better call the police. You worried about how you look at your ego. You better call the police the same way she would call on you. Quick. 911, hello? Who? Play with it. Play with it. Y'all be crazy. Sitting there. I ain't do that. I ain't no snitch. I ain't no police, nigga. Oh, okay. And then she called. And your whole life down the drain. And then you go back over there. Looking for... I need Jesus. Baby, the way he was looking, he was distraught. I felt sorry for him. I felt so sorry for him. This was not a mini story time. I love you the most because you definitely know us in real life. I'll see you in the next one. Damn. I really didn't think it was going to be that long, so you're going to get like a little chop up in the vlog. I love y'all. Bye.